Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Christopher and it's the beginning of March, so that means it's time to check out everything that I picked up and added to my collection throughout the month of February 2025. And this month was different because I went to Fan Expo Vancouver like a week before, like the last week of February, and got some incredible stuff from Fan Expo. Bought a bunch of artwork, and a bunch of stuff came back with me. So yeah, most of it is from Fan Expo Vancouver, but I did pick up a few things beforehand as well, and I was gifted something for Valentine's Day from Mrs. Seriously Star Wars as well. So let's jump into everything that I picked up throughout the month of February 2025. My Star Wars haul for this past month. Yeah, that's good coffee. So the first items I added to my collection were these three phone cases that I got from a company called Wolf Case. They make a bunch of different cell phone cases, Marvel. I think there's some other stuff there, Disney, a lot of Disney stuff, and then of course Star Wars. So they sent me a few of their Star Wars cases to check out. So they sent me the Darth Vader, the deluxe Darth Vader case. This one is the one I've been using for the most of the time, just because it offers a lot of protection and yeah, it's quite durable too. The other two are very similar. So we got the Mandalorian and Grogu, and then the Captain Rex with the 332nd helmet, and those two are like I love the designs on these two. This one I've had on my phone lately since coming back from Vancouver, and it's just they've been holding up so well. So great phone cases. Definitely take a look at the review. I'll have the review. I'll try and remember to put a card up here. If not, it's on my channel, and I'll put a link to Wolf Case down below for you guys to check them out as well. Next up, I got a couple of Star Wars Bitty Pops, in particular the Empire Strikes Back wave of Bitty Pops. I was missing two of the not the chase ones, but like the more rare ones, the mystery ones that they include in every set. So my friend Darth Mojo on Instagram, Joe, thank you so much for sending these and trading with me. I traded my duplicate Han Solo and Carbonite, and he sent me the two that I was missing from that wave. So I got the Bosk and the Han Solo and Carbonite. So they are going to be sitting in my collection in the case behind me with the rest of the Empire Strikes Back wave there. So again, thank you so much, Joe, for sending those out to me. Really happy to have those in the collection. Next, my wife picked me up something Star Wars. Someone Who Loves You. This was part of the gift for Valentine's Day for me. It's really cute. It's illustrated by Sophie Lee and written by Beth Revis. But the artwork is very adorable. I love the artwork. If I do get to meet Sophie Lee, I'm probably gonna get some artwork off of her. I'm a big collector of Star Wars artwork now, as you'll see in a moment. But like the artwork is just incredible. So this is a nice addition to my book collection. Really happy to have that in the collection. And then next is everything that I picked up at Fan Expo Vancouver, starting with my badge, my press badge. So I did get the press pass and media pass for Fan Expo Vancouver. So this was their badge this year with the green color there. And then I did pick up one of the lanyards, Fan Expo Vancouver. I don't have this one. I have a couple of the other ones. I have the one with the Stormtrooper. I have the Ahsoka styled one for Edmonton Expo. I think they just keep reusing the same style lanyards and just change the name on them every year, or for every expo, for every convention. So that's my badge. Next, what do I got here? So let's start with this one. So this is the pin that I got when I went through the 501st booth at Fan Expo Vancouver, and it's cute. It's pretty adorable. I'm not sure what kind of droid it is, but it says "Reach for the Stars," so they gave you that when you made a donation to go through and get photos with the people in cosplay at the 501st booth. So that's cool. That'll go in my collection up top on my shelf with the rest of my pins and buttons. Next, I did get a couple plaques made, a couple plaques made from Ariel at AM Custom Plaques. He does such an incredible job of these plaques. I've got five autographed now. So first, I got the Andy Serkis one for Supreme Leader Snoke and Kino Loy. So that one looks incredible. Great job, Ariel, on that as well. I'll try and leave links for Ariel and all the artists I mentioned in this video down in the description below. But that's the Kino Loy Supreme Leader Snoke plaque that Andy Serkis signed as well. So that's beautiful. That's gonna. I have a great way of storing these too. So if you guys want to see that in a video, I'll show you them in a separate video how I display these. And then the second plate I got autographed. The second plaque I got autographed by Manny Jacinto, who is such a great guy, such a friendly guy, very humble, very down to earth. We chatted for a little bit there, and I got this one made by AM Custom Plaques. Again, Ariel does such a fantastic job on these plaques here. So it's got Chimere, the Stranger, one side with the helmet on, one side without the helmet, with the dual blades there. So again, incredible job. And again, great meeting Manny Jacinto and chatting with him, as well as meeting Andy Serkis and chatting with him a little bit. So that was a great experience. So next up, let's go with the photo ops. So I did 2 photo ops. The second day, day 2 on the Saturday, I did my photo op with Hayden Christensen, Anakin Skywalker. And then day 3, I did my photo op with Christopher Lloyd, Commissioner Hellgate. So this is the photo from the Christopher Lloyd photo op there. So I wore my shirt that said, if that's not the Quackta calling the Stifling slimy, which is a line he says in The Mandalorian Season 3 in that episode. But it's also a line that's been said throughout Star Wars as well. So Boba Fett said it in Season 2 of The Mandalorian. He said it to Koska Reeves. And then Cad Bane said it to Boba Fett in the Book of Boba Fett. So that shirt I had to wear with Christopher Lloyd, Commissioner Hellgate there. So that's that photo there. And then here's the photo with Hayden Christensen, with Anakin Skywalker himself, the Chosen One. And I wore my shirt that says sand, coarse, rough, irritating, and it gets everywhere. And Hayden loved the shirt. I walked up to him and I kind of pointed at the shirt, and he just kind of like smiled and shook his head at me. So that was an incredible interaction. Again, meeting Hayden, that's the highlight of going to all these cons that I've been to. Probably my favorite photo op interaction as well. Followed by the Anthony Daniels one, that was incredible. Oh, and Tamora Morrison, they're all incredible. But this one was a huge highlight, and one that I wanted to do for quite some time. So really happy I got to meet Hayden and get the photo with him. I'll have to get the autograph at some point, because I definitely want to get a plaque made and get that signed by Hayden as well. But those are the 2 photo ops that I got done. Hayden Christensen and Christopher Lloyd. And those are going to go on my wall behind me with the rest of my photo ops. Next, I'm going to go into all the artwork that I picked up at Fan Expo Vancouver. And I picked up quite a bit of artwork. And then I picked up a couple other items on the third day that I had been looking at all weekend. I'll show you those as well. But the first piece of artwork, let me see, where should I start? I got a lot of it. So first up, I got some posters. Yeah, they're more posters than prints. The guys from Bucketheads, the Star Wars fan film, check them out on YouTube. I'll put the link down in the description below, and I'll try and remember to put a card up top there. But they had a booth at Fan Expo Vancouver, and I talked to them a little bit. You may have saw the clip in my day 2 video. If not, go back and check that out. But I picked up the 3 posters that they had for sale. The first one was a little big, so I had to trim it down. And then, of course, I had to go and make a mistake while cutting it, it's not huge, but this goes to show why you should double check, triple check, and cut once. So that's the first one. Like I said, I cut it on the edge where the logo was. I meant to cut it on the other side, cutting a bit of the Scout Trooper off, but instead I cut it on the other edge. It didn't cut the Bucketheads logo off, but it cut the logo at the bottom there, the production company there. So again, not a huge deal. The artwork still looks great, but I had mentioned it at the booth that it was a different size than the other 2, because I collect mostly 11 by 17 prints and artwork. So the other 2 were 11 by 17. This one was a slightly bit bigger. So that's the first one. There's the second one there. And I can't remember the artist's name, for these this artwork, but he has done some other artwork, Star Wars artwork, I believe. So that's the second one, and then that's the third one there. So those are the three Buckethead posters I got at Fan Expo Vancouver, and really incredible. Those are going to be going into my portfolio with all of my artwork collection, all my Star Wars art collection. So the next art prints I picked up, I got off of an artist called Outhouse Cartoons, Dylan over at Outhouse Cartoons. I think he's based in Vancouver, I believe. But the reason I picked up these prints are because I saw one print that stood out and I needed to have that one. And thanks to Dylan, I am now collecting 8.5 by 11 art prints. So yeah, I was trying to stick to one size, but now I had to get these ones. So this is the first one, the Darth Vader. And I don't know who that is in the corner, the bottom corner holding the lightsaber there. Um, Perhaps Dylan, if you are watching, just let me know who that character is supposed to be. It kind of looks like Rey or a weird, I don't know, just a weird looking Jedi. But you got Darth Vader in a creepy looking horror style. But I do love this. This looks fantastic. Love the style. The next one I got off of him again, all 8.5 by 10 prints from Dylan. The Ahsoka Tano, which looks incredible. Just love that art style. And then the one that got my attention. This is the one that I saw, and I was like, I need to have that one. Do you have it in a bigger print? And of course, he didn't. So I had to go with the 8.5 by 11. Asajj Ventress. That looks incredible. So fantastic work, phenomenal work, Dylan. Really appreciate these prints. Yeah, thanks to you, now I'm collecting 8.5 by 11 prints. Next two prints, again, these were ones that really stood out to me. She had a style that was very unique. Not all of the prints that I liked, but the two that I got, I really loved. And one of them, again, was an odd size, a size that I don't collect. It was an 8 by 11 or 8 by 10. So the first one, and the artist is Ink Scribble. You can follow her on Instagram as well. I'll have that link down below. This is the first print with Darth Maul and Savage Opress with the Night Sister magic, and I just I really like that kind of holographic shine to it that she got on the print here. It looks really incredible. So that's the first one. This is the 8 by 10, and I had to get it because it's Maul and Savage Opress. So that looks fantastic. And then the next one is, in fact, an 11 by 17, which I collect those size already. So this is the next one. It's kind of a yin-yang of Luke Skywalker and Princess Leia. And how she explained it to me, it's Princess Leia's first outfit in Star Wars, and then Luke Skywalker's last outfit in Star Wars, which looks incredible. And then I got the one with, because she had two versions of it. This is the one with that kind of holographic shine to it. I think it looks fantastic. I saw the two in person, and this one is the one I preferred. So, again, incredible, phenomenal work. Really happy to have these two in my collection. Next, I got a print off of an artist, Mustafa Musa, I think is how you pronounce his name. He's a comic book artist, and he's done work for DC, Marvel, Star Wars. So, this is a print that I got off of him, the Boba Fett and Darth Vader print, and I think this one looks incredible. This was one that I saw on the first day of Fan Expo, and I saw it on a metal print. I was like, you know what? I don't collect the metal prints, but he had this one, so had to get this one. I just love the colors in this one, and Boba and Vader look incredible. And Boba Fett being my second favorite character, I had to get that one. So thank you for the incredible work again. Love the artwork. This is going to be going into my portfolio with all my 11 by 17s. Next, I got a couple prints off of an artist that I first met at Calgary Expo last year. So he goes by the artist name The One Surge. Surge, thank you for the incredible artwork. They look fantastic. So I picked up a couple Vader prints off of him. And one I have seen before, I believe. I think he had it at Calgary. I think he had this one at Calgary Expo, if I'm not mistaken. So it's Darth Vader. Again, incredible work. Unfortunately, I did have to cut it down a bit because they weren't exactly 17 by 11. So I had to cut both the prints down, but I didn't have to trim too much off of this guy. but he still looks incredible. So I had to trim that one down, unfortunately. And then the other one, I had to get this one. I saw this one from the Kenobi series. From the Kenobi series, the duel between Obi-Wan and Vader with the cracked mask Vader in behind them. So this one I had to trim down, but it had a black border around it anyway, so I didn't end up having to trim anything off of the actual image, but I had to do it to get it to fit into my book, my portfolio book with all my Star Wars art. So these are the two that I got off of Surge. Again, phenomenal work. I've been really getting into the Star Wars art at these conventions, so really excited to pick more up, and I'm excited to see you at Calgary Fan Expo in April. The next prints I got were off of an artist named Yasmin Arts on Instagram. I'll leave the link down in the description below for you guys. And there was one piece that I saw that, again, it stood out to me. I saw it right away, and I was like, I needed to have that print. But yeah, I ended up getting 3 because just incredible work, phenomenal work by Yasmin. The first one, here's the first one, The Mandalorian. That shot from, I think this was episode 1 of The Mandalorian. There. Again, beautiful artwork. So that's the first one. The next one I got was of Grogu. And this one, again, beautiful artwork. So you got Grogu with the butterflies there, which looks incredible. And then the last one, this is the one that stood out to me. This is the one that drew me to the booth, was this artwork of Ahsoka, Rosario Dawson's Ahsoka. And that just looks incredible. I think the artwork looks exactly like Rosario. Yeah, it's just absolutely beautiful. Again, incredible job, Yasmin. I'll leave the link down in the description below for you guys to check that out. But happy to have these in the collection. So the last print I got off of John Gallagher. So if you saw my last video, my latest video, I had the chance to talk to John Gallagher, who was the concept artist, the concept designer for Knights of the Old Republic. He drew a bunch of different concepts, vehicles, and characters. In particular, 2 iconic characters. HK-47 and Darth Revan. So I had a nice chat with him, and then afterwards I had to get one of his prints of Darth Revan. So there's that print there. This one's a different size. I'm going to get this one framed and hang on my wall. But that's his drawing of Darth Revan. It looks absolutely incredible. John, again, phenomenal work. Super nice talking to you. Glad I got to chat with you. I'm hoping I will see you in Calgary at Calgary Expo in the spring. But yeah, incredible work by John. He's such a phenomenal artist, and go check out his Instagram as well. He does some incredible work as well. And then the last couple items I picked up at Fan Expo Vancouver are a couple of 3D printed statues, a couple of 3D printed busts, statues. I'll let you guys decide, but they are just incredible. His wife painted the details on them, so the paint details are very well done. These are 3D printed, and they are so incredible. Like they really do. I think they could stand up to stuff like Sideshow and Hot Toys and other companies that make statues and busts for Star Wars characters. So they're made by a company called Make It Geeky, and again based out of Vancouver. First one I had to get, and you saw this booth in my videos. I think I went there all 3 days, but the first one I had to get was Darth Maul. Look at that detail. It looks just like him, and like I said, the paint detailing that his wife did on the face, the eyes there, right? It looks incredible. They painted the base here to make it like stand out and not like all red. So that one I had to get that one because Maul is my favorite character. And then this other one, this one I think looks exactly like Rosario Dawson. So of course it's Ahsoka. And again, look at the paint details that his wife did on this one. So that looks exactly like Rosario. Look at that. That's just incredible. And again, the paint details especially like in the eyes. Like, look at that. That's phenomenal work. So those are the only other two things I got from Fan Expo, and the only two non-art print pieces that I brought back with me. And then the last piece that I picked up, I also picked up while I was in Vancouver when I went to Toy Traders. And if you haven't seen that video, check that out. It's the largest and the best toy store in Canada. And that's where I picked up my very first Sideshow collectible statue. It's the Dark Ray statue. Again, Gentle Giant. Gentle Giant? Is it? Oh, Diamond Select. For some reason, I thought it was Sideshow, but it's Gentle Giant. My mistake. So my very first Gentle Giant statue, and I've seen this one before along with some other ones, but they had this one on sale for $40. So I think the regular price, yeah, it was like $140. So it was $100 off, which is insane. So thank you very much, Toy Traders. So really excited to do a review on this one, open this one up, and see how it holds up, because yeah, it looks phenomenal. Look at that. Look at that evil face. So really excited to have that in my collection. But that's everything that I picked up or added to my collection throughout the month of February 2025. Let me know down in the comments which piece was your favorite, and then click over here to check out my other Star Wars hauls.